my name.
DeOndre.
DeOndre.
The one and only.
When they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. You know, every time I speak, I want the truth to come out.
Well, if you didn't watch Love is Blind, and I'm gonna be honest, okay, I'm not the biggest Love is Blind person. The only reason why I know anything about this is because my wife, she wants, to watch it. She likes watching this show. She's been watching this show for a little minute now. And just like a good husband, right? I'm there, right? Just like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Well, that's me when it comes to being a husband, right? So I gotta kind of watch a few episodes, and I've noticed that I only watched maybe like an episode or two, right, of the latest season, which is season 4 of Love is Blind. Right off the bat, coming from somebody that doesn't watch the show like that, there is two, but mainly one character or person on the show, cast member on the show, that is getting more tomatoes thrown at them anything I've ever seen, and rightfully so, for the crazy and just downright despicable behavior that they've been showing on the show. And that person goes by the name of Irena Solomonova, I believe that's her name. She's on the show and she's identified as a business owner. If you go on her Instagram, she says she's the founder of an event planning business called Solo Collective. Other than being the owner of a business, she's also became the villain of the show. Fans of the show have been completely blasting Irena on every social media platform there is since the season debuted, I want to say on the 24th, right? March 24th. Now, before I get into that, right, just kind of a quick rundown, right? So much like seasons of the past, you got a group of 30 single men, single women. And, this time it was, it's based in Seattle. They go on several blind dates in what is called pods, right? Most of you that are watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? They hope to get engaged, not based on appearances, but based on, emotional, intellectual connections, things like that, right? So they don't really get to see each other, at all. They just hear each other's voices, through the walls, right? Like they don't really see each other at all for a while. Now, the cast in seasons prior is much different than the cast of this season. Previous seasons, it wasn't as much of this kind of drama that I'm about to speak on, right? This season, they cranked that bitch up like it was Soulja Boy, man. They cranked that thing up they really cranked it up with the drama this season, right? Like I said before in the beginning, there really are two, but people really are focusing in on Irena, right? But there's another one, and she goes by the name of Micah Lucier. And these two chicks, they became really close friends in the women's section, right? They became really close friends, really cool friends, right? But a lot of the viewers have criticized them for their behavior on the set, right? Throughout the first few episodes. Some have suggested that their behavior is very much so like it was something taken out of Mean Girls, right? Y'all know the Mean Girls movie with Lindsay Lohan and that other chick that always acts, her. Okay, she was really, like, at that point in time, I forgot her name, man, but she was always playing the bitchy girl, right? I'm about to, kind of give like a little synopsis of why people really don't like these two, more specifically Irena, but why people don't really like these two in a minute. But when it came time for these couples to leave the pods, Irena and Micah pretty much often seen by themselves, right? And for good reason, because if you go and look at the show, you can understand that they had this very just childlike, immature, just very bitchy type of personalities. And there's no wonder why they were always together, because a lot of times people that have those kind of personalities like to be together because nobody else wants to be around them. So, misery loves company. and they join together like butt cheeks. They make it happen. Like I said, people have been completely blasting them ever since the show aired. Now, since the first few episodes, they've been dubbed the Mean Girls by the fans. Now, one person on Twitter wrote, Micah and Irena definitely give off mean girls who peaked in high school. Someone else said, if you're watching Love is Blind season 4 and don't immediately dislike Micah and Irena, we can't be friends. The reason why this was so crazy that I had to speak on, because there is like a collective effort to almost get these two off of the goddamn show. Like their behavior is that bad to the point where it's unbearable to watch. Like it's almost kind of cringe to a degree, right? Now, mind you, this is coming from somebody who don't watch it. I don't watch it like that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm being completely real with y'all. I make it a point not to really watch shows like that. I don't really have like a liking for it. I find myself watching it and you can't help but hear things, right? I'm on my phone, I'm in between my phone and the show, and I'm just looking at certain things, man. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with these two chicks, right? Like that just automatically, like fuck all the other stuff, that automatically stood out to me was their just trash ass behavior. They would be just starting stuff, being real messy, being real almost like we were in high school, right? Mind you, a lot of these people, most of these people are coming on the show looking for love, looking for an actual connection with somebody, because it's pretty much like eHarmony but on TV, right? Like they're actually looking for something solid, and here these two goofballs come trying to be the mean girls of the show and just start bullshit. I don't really do well with that. And apparently a lot of people out here don't do well with that kind of behavior either. I mentioned to you earlier that Irena has a business, right? People all over the world have been warning potential clients to stay away from Irena's business, especially after seeing how she treats people behind their backs. People have just said a whole bunch of stuff. Now, I do have an article here pulled up kind of talking about it. But here are just some of the comments that people have said about these chicks and about Irena specifically, because she's really more so the huge villain. You got villain 1A, which is Irena, and villain 1B, which is Micah, right? They're both really just fucked up, individuals, but there is a tier associated with each of them. So, but Irena is like, she's just at the top, just you can't stand the chick, right? So here's what people are saying. Someone said, after seeing who you really are, I'd have no faith at all in you planning an event and it being the best. Someone also said, anyone planning on supporting this business needs to consider the owner and her behavior. So sad to see someone bullying another person for fun or out of jealousy. Someone also said, if I were a client of yours, I could never trust that you wouldn't be talking crap about me to your other clients. Shame on you. Someone said mean girls never win. So as you can clearly see, there is a large movement going on for this character, more bigger than I feel like I've seen in a long time. Like I've seen a lot of people, a lot of unsavory characters on television, right? People that you really didn't care about. But a lot of times those are in TV shows, right? Like those are in or movies, it's scripted, right? There's meetings that go along with it. There's producers that go along with it, right? The actors understand what their role is. It's a planned thing for someone to be this god-awful on television. And you may think that I'm over-exaggerating, but watch the show for yourself. Because like I said, I don't even watch it like that. And even I picked up on this crap. It's the first 5 episodes, man. Irena and Micah were literally laughing and occasionally bullying other women during the blind date phase of the show. At one point, Irena, was sneaking up on, a contestant that was crying to listen in on her conversation while, she was giggling and smirking back at Micah. He-keying and he-heeing. Meanwhile, somebody, is upset because their date didn't go the way they envisioned it to go. And, they're really upset about it. Like I said, these people are actually trying to get connected with somebody. And here these two come, being goofy. Someone also commented sadistic and sociopathic behavior. I can't believe she is a grown-ass adult behaving with such callousness. Despicable. There was an interview done with Irena and Micah spoke with Entertainment Weekly, you know, ahead of the season 4 premiere. So they explained the reason behind their so-called mean girl behavior. At that point, they didn't see the episode. So Micah, she pretty much defended her actions by saying that, you know, their behavior was, you know, a coping mechanism at the time. Now she, you know, did say that she and Irena are just people, you know, they're in their mid-20s and they're just doing the best that they can do. Now I would show the video of them saying it, but you know, I don't really want to deal with the copyright situation. You know, I don't really want to deal with that, you know what I mean? So because of this crazy behavior that was put out there, right? Now I would show a lot of the clips if I could. I'll try to see if I can sneak one in there. You know, because of this crazy shit that's been going on in the show, you know, Micah did put out a statement on her Instagram story. You know, she issued a public apology for her behavior, you know, in the first few episodes. She says she apologized privately. I'm gonna just show it to you right here. And she says, I have apologized privately to the people that were hurt on the show by my hands. I would like to apologize publicly. An emotional immaturity was shown and I will grow from it. To the viewers I've hurt, I'm sorry I've triggered so many of you with my behavior. Seeing that person on the screen would make me feel the same anger. As to my comments being off, I will turn them on in time. I am doing my best to protect my mental health, deserved or not. It has always been something I've struggled with, and I know I cannot better myself if I'm more unwell mentally. I hope you understand that I am taking accountability privately. I promise to do better in the future. So this is a big ass deal, man. And, you know, I didn't realize that it got to this point. I just wanted to let you know that this shit was crazy, man. And if you watch the show, you understand, man. You understand exactly what the hell's going on, man. Like I got people who I know personally talking about this shit to me, man. She, you know, disabled her comments, you know, because people were lighting her ass up. They're lighting both of them up, man, as they should. Irena was 25, and Micah is 27, right? So they're both, you know, kind of the same in age. But, you know, and a lot of the contestants were, you know, a lot older, you know, not by much, but maybe in their 30s or whatever. So, you know, there was a little bit of an age gap. You would have thought that they came straight out of high school, man. Y'all really are acting like this on like, this is gonna be on Netflix. Like millions of people are gonna see this, and this is how you're acting. You know, I don't think I've ever seen. And the thing is, like, I have a very low tolerance for things. You know what I'm saying? So I saw this, and I'm just like, yo, I don't want to watch it no more. Right? Like it was just that stupid. You know, my wife, you know, she's more tolerating than I am. Even she, someone who tries to find the good in everything, even she couldn't take it, right? Even she was like, yo, this is ridiculous. Now, with all that being said, you know, we're going to have to wait and see what happens with Irena, you know, on the show and in the real world, and Micah too, especially now that, you know, potential clients have a window into what she's like. She hasn't really addressed the backlash against her, unlike Micah, who we just saw. She literally just issued a statement about it. So at least, you know, Micah has taken some accountability for the crazy ass way that she was acting on the show. Irena, she hasn't really responded, you know, either on a personal or professional account, but she did limit comments on her page to hide what other people have said. You can watch, you know, the first couple of batch of episodes on Netflix right now. Episodes are dropping every Friday, I believe. And I think the finale is going to be April 14th. I could be wrong though. But I just thought this was really crazy, man, because I don't think I've ever seen anything like that on a show like this. Like I said, this is essentially eHarmony on TV. And when I saw this, I was just like, damn, man, like she's really acting. Both of them are just really like acting like little kids, man. Like it was really noticeable, right? And the fact that whether you're a guy, whether you're a girl who watched the show, and like I said, I haven't seen all of the episodes, right? Like I haven't seen every single season of Love is Blind. Like I don't. I've seen a few episodes here and there, but I haven't. You know, I'm not like a Love is Blind whore or something. You know what I mean? The fact that I picked up on this shit, and I know a lot of other dudes have picked up on this shit, along with women have picked up on this stuff. I just want to know what y'all think, man. All right, let me know what y'all think about Irena and Micah and the show. All right, but that's going to do it for this, man. Stay lit, believe in God, believe in yourself. Everything else will work out for itself, man. Peace.